We welcome, with humble duty, the second-born of the Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge.
At just 9 years old, Princess Charlotte has stepped into the spotlight in a way no one expected. Known for her cheeky charm and confident presence, she has grown up surrounded by royal traditions and pressures that few can comprehend. Now, Charlotte has done something extraordinary that has the world buzzing. She has confirmed rumors that have been swirling around the royal family. If you think this is typical royal drama, think again. Even Lady Anne, a seasoned figure in royal circles, was left speechless by Charlotte's bold actions and maturity. What exactly did Charlotte confirm? Let's delve into the fascinating story of a young princess who is already making waves in the monarchy. At a tender age, Princess Charlotte is no longer simply the adorable royal child waving from the Buckingham Palace balcony. She is stepping into her own spotlight, and the world is taking notice. Born into the gilded world of monarchy, Charlotte's life has been a paradox of privilege and pressure. Behind the picture-perfect appearances lies the story of a young girl navigating the labyrinth of royal tradition, public scrutiny, and private challenges. Recent events have revealed that Charlotte is not just another royal child. She is proving to be a figure of intrigue and influence. From whispers in palace halls to bold moves that have left even seasoned royals like Lady Anne speechless, Charlotte is emerging as a force to be reckoned with. What makes her revelations remarkable is how they intertwine with the ongoing struggles within the royal family. As her mother, Kate Middleton, faces health challenges, and her father, Prince William, grapples with increasing public and familial pressures, Charlotte has risen as a symbol of resilience. Her actions, both intentional and incidental, have confirmed rumors that had been swirling for months. Rumors about her maturity, her sense of responsibility, and her unspoken role as a unifying presence in the family. Lady Anne, a stalwart of the royal family known for her unwavering commitment to duty, has borne witness to this transformation. Having seen decades of royal ups and downs, even she was left speechless by Charlotte's poise and actions. So, what exactly has Princess Charlotte done to cause such a stir? What rumors has she confirmed? And how has she left Lady Anne, a woman not easily fazed, utterly amazed? The answers lie in a story of resilience, courage, and an unshakable sense of duty that begins in the shadows of Kensington Palace and echoes across the royal world. The royal struggles of a child unfold in the life of Princess Charlotte. To the outside world, her life might appear to be a fairy tale. A young girl growing up in palatial homes, dressed in designer outfits, and hailed as a future icon of the British monarchy. It all seems like a dream, but dig deeper, and you'll find a reality that is anything but idyllic. For Charlotte, the crown is not just an inheritance. It's a responsibility that looms over her, even as she tries to enjoy the innocence of childhood. The pressures for royal children start early. Every smile Charlotte flashes at the camera, every hand she waves to the crowd, and even her occasional cheeky antics are dissected by the media and public. Yet, what makes Charlotte's struggles unique is the timing. Her childhood is unfolding against the backdrop of unprecedented family turmoil. Her mother, Kate Middleton, has been battling a severe health crisis, recently confirmed as cancer. This has left Charlotte not only worried about her beloved mother, but also navigating the emotional toll it has taken on her family. Kate's condition has created a ripple effect within the household, with Prince William shouldering immense responsibilities, which in turn have affected his relationship with his children. It's not just her immediate family. Drama within the royal household adds further complexity. Rifts between Prince Harry and Prince William, King Charles's complicated legacy, and the ever-watchful eyes of the British public have all contributed to the challenges in Charlotte's young life. Amidst this turmoil, Charlotte's actions have begun to stand out. Observers have noticed her growing maturity and how she seems to intuitively understand the gravity of her family's struggles. Unlike other children her age, Charlotte isn't merely absorbing her surroundings. She's responding to them, from her subtle withdrawal from public life to her growing sense of duty within the family. Events where Princess Charlotte has stepped up to comfort her younger siblings have sparked discussions about her emerging role within the family. How does a young child navigate such monumental challenges? For Charlotte, the answer seems to lie in her quiet resilience. a trait that has begun to define her in the eyes of her family and the public. It's a resilience being carefully nurtured by someone who knows the weight of royal expectations all too well, Lady Anne. The British monarchy, steeped in tradition for centuries, has always thrived on its adherence to history. From the ceremonial pomp of state functions to the unyielding rules of royal conduct, every aspect of life within the palace walls is dictated by age-old customs. For a young royal like Princess Charlotte, these traditions are both a guiding framework and an invisible cage. Born into a system where every move is scrutinized, Charlotte is expected to curtsy at the right moments, adhere to dress codes that harken back to the Victorian era, and speak only when spoken to in official settings. While these expectations might seem manageable from the outside, for Charlotte they often mean suppressing her natural curiosity and youthful exuberance in favor of decorum. However, Charlotte is not one to quietly fade into the shadows of tradition. Recent glimpses into her behavior have revealed a young girl unafraid to challenge the status quo. Whether it's her subtle questioning of family practices or her candid comments during royal gatherings, Charlotte is carving out a space for individuality within the rigid framework of monarchy. This burgeoning sense of independence hasn't gone unnoticed, especially by Lady Anne, who has taken on a mentorship role for the young princess. Known for her no-nonsense approach and unwavering dedication to royal duty, Lady Anne sees both potential and peril in Charlotte's defiance. For Anne, the challenge lies in helping Charlotte strike a balance between embracing tradition and asserting her own identity. She is acutely aware of the dangers of going too far in either direction. Too much adherence to protocol could stifle Charlotte's spirit, while excessive rebellion might lead her down a path similar to Prince Harry, whose departure from royal life has left lasting scars on the family. Anne's mentorship serves as both a shield and a compass for Charlotte, teaching her the importance of tradition while encouraging her to modernize it in ways that resonate with the public. This delicate balancing act is setting the stage for what could become Charlotte's most defining moment, a moment where she truly begins to redefine what it means to be a royal in the 21st century. If there was ever a moment that encapsulated Princess Charlotte's transformation from a playful child to a poised young royal, it was during her mother's health crisis. Kate Middleton's battle with cancer, which had been quietly unfolding for months, reached a point where it could no longer be hidden from the public or her children. For Charlotte, the realization that her mother was seriously ill marked a turning point. The princess, who had always been the life of the room, began to withdraw. Observers noticed her growing quietness during public appearances, her absence from social events, and a solemnity that was unusual for a child her age. Yet Charlotte's silence was not solely about sadness. It reflected a deep sense of observation. She watched as her father, Prince William, grew more distant, overwhelmed by the weight of his responsibilities. She noticed the quiet tension among the palace staff and the hushed conversations that abruptly ended when she entered a room. Then came the moment that confirmed what many had suspected. In a candid conversation with a family member, Charlotte reportedly voiced her concerns about the changes in her household. While her words were simple, their impact was profound. She spoke of her father's distraction, her mother's absence, and the strange tension that seemed to linger in the air. These innocent yet poignant comments confirmed the swirling rumors about the royal family struggles. There had been speculation about the strain within Kensington Palace, but hearing it from Charlotte, a child too young to fully grasp the complexities of royal life, added a layer of authenticity that no adult statement could have matched. This moment was a wake-up call for the royal family, particularly for Lady Anne. If a 9-year-old could sense the cracks in the facade, how long would it be before those cracks became impossible to ignore? Before the public did too, for Anne, it was a reminder of the importance of shielding Charlotte while also preparing her for the challenges ahead. Lady Anne has always been a pillar of strength within the royal family, but her role as a mentor to Princess Charlotte is perhaps one of her most significant undertakings. Anne's life has been defined by her dedication to duty and her ability to navigate the complexities of royal expectations without losing her sense of self. This unique combination of traits makes her the perfect guide for Charlotte during these turbulent times. When Anne first took Charlotte under her wing, it wasn't just about teaching her the basics of royal etiquette. It was about preparing her for the future, one where Charlotte would likely take on a prominent role in the monarchy, and recognized that Charlotte's challenges weren't just external. They were deeply personal. The young princess was grappling with her mother's illness, her father's emotional distance, and the overwhelming expectations of being a royal. Anne's mentorship has been a mix of tough love and gentle encouragement. She is not afraid to point out where Charlotte needs to improve, but she is equally quick to praise her for moments of strength and maturity, and has shared stories from her own experiences, drawing parallels between her challenges and Charlotte's current struggles. What sets Anne apart is her ability to see the bigger picture. She understands that Charlotte's actions today will shape public perception of the monarchy for years to come. This is why Anne has been so insistent on teaching Charlotte the importance of balancing tradition with modernity. Perhaps the most telling moment of Anne's influence came during a recent family gathering. Charlotte, who had been quiet and reserved for much of the evening, suddenly spoke up to share her thoughts on a family matter. Her words were measured, thoughtful, and showed a level of insight far beyond her years. Anne, who had been watching from the sidelines, was visibly moved. For someone as composed as Anne to show such emotion was a testament to just how much Charlotte had grown under her guidance. As Charlotte continues to navigate the challenges of royal life, the lessons she has learned from Lady Anne will undoubtedly remain a guiding force. One thing is clear. Within by her side, Princess Charlotte has a mentor who will not only guide her, but also champion her every step of the way. A bold young leader, Charlotte's potential was encapsulated in one particular moment, an unexpected confrontation with her father, Prince William. What began as a simple question from a curious 9-year-old revealed layers of insight, courage, and an emerging sense of responsibility that left the entire family and the public stunned. Charlotte's question, disarmingly simple, was, "Why do you look like Uncle Harry?" She was referring to William's decision to grow a beard, a move that unsettled her deeply. To most, this might have seemed like a trivial matter, but for Charlotte, it was symbolic. In her young mind, the beard was a reminder of the family rift with Prince Harry, a figure whose absence loomed large over palace dynamics. What made Charlotte's question so remarkable wasn't just her willingness to voice it, but the way she framed it. It wasn't a petulant complaint or a childish demand. It was a heartfelt expression of her discomfort with the changes she was observing in her father. In that moment, Charlotte showed a level of emotional intelligence far beyond her years. Lady Anne, ever the keen observer, was present during this interaction. While she didn't intervene, her reaction spoke volumes. Anne, who has always valued directness and authenticity, was visibly impressed by Charlotte's ability to articulate her feelings in such a thoughtful manner. It was a moment that highlighted Charlotte's potential as a future leader, someone who isn't afraid to address uncomfortable truths, but does so with grace and respect. William's response was equally telling. Rather than dismissing Charlotte's concerns, he took them to heart, ultimately deciding to shave off his beard. It was a small gesture, but one that spoke volumes about the impact Charlotte was already having within her family. This incident wasn't just a personal victory for Charlotte. It was a glimpse into her future role within the monarchy. At just 9 years old, she had managed to influence one of the most prominent figures in the royal family. As Lady Anne later remarked, this was just the beginning of Charlotte's journey as a bold young leader. Charlotte's ability to influence those around her continued to unfold, confirming long-held rumors that she might one day stand at the forefront of a modern monarchy. At the forefront of the royal family, Princess Charlotte is already showing signs of remarkable potential, possibly replacing her mother, Kate Middleton, and more significantly, Princess Anne. At just 9 years old, Charlotte has begun to demonstrate the qualities of a masterful mediator, capable of navigating the intricate power dynamics of the royal family with subtle yet impactful actions. Take, for example, her handling of the tension between Prince William and Prince Harry. While she may not fully grasp the complexities of their rift, Charlotte's actions have served as a quiet reminder of the importance of family unity. Whether it's her candid questions about her father's beard or the heartfelt gesture of the bracelet she made for William, Charlotte has a unique ability to bring warmth and connection to even the most strained relationships. However, Charlotte's true power doesn't lie in grand speeches or dramatic gestures. It resides in the way she observes, listens, and responds. She has an innate ability to read the emotions of those around her and adapt her behavior accordingly, marking her as a future leader with remarkable emotional insight. This skill has not gone unnoticed by Lady Anne, who has spent decades navigating the often unforgiving world of royal protocol, and sees Charlotte as a natural diplomat and has already begun mentoring her on the finer points of royal influence, teaching her how to balance tradition with modernity and assert herself without overstepping boundaries. This mentorship is beginning to pay off. Charlotte's actions during recent family gatherings have been a testament to her growing maturity and influence. Whether it's comforting her younger siblings, voicing her concerns about family dynamics, or simply being a steady presence in the midst of chaos, Charlotte is proving that power doesn't always have to be loud. Sometimes, it is the quiet gestures that make the biggest impact. As she continues growing into her role, Charlotte is earning Anne's approval. If there's one person who has been both Charlotte's toughest critic and biggest supporter, it is Lady Anne, known for her stoic demeanor and no-nonsense approach, and isn't easily impressed. But when it comes to Charlotte, even she can't help but feel a sense of pride. A recent family gathering provided a particularly striking example of this. As discussions grew heated over a sensitive family matter, it was Charlotte who stepped in to diffuse the tension. Her words were calm, thoughtful, and surprisingly wise for someone so young. Anne, who had been observing from the sidelines, was visibly moved. For a woman who has spent her life upholding the monarchy's values, seeing Charlotte embody those same principles was nothing short of profound. As Anne later remarked, Charlotte represents the perfect blend of tradition and modernity. A young royal who is not afraid to speak her mind, but does so with the utmost respect and grace. For Anne, this balance is key to ensuring the monarchy's relevance in the years to come. The bond between Princess Charlotte and Queen Elizabeth II was one of quiet depth and mutual admiration. From the moment Charlotte was born, the Queen took a special interest in her great-granddaughter, seeing in her a spark that reminded her of herself. For Charlotte, the Queen wasn't just a regal figure. She was a source of wisdom and inspiration. The time they spent together, particularly in the Queen's final years, left an indelible mark on Charlotte's understanding of her role within the monarchy. Lady Anne, who shares a similarly close bond with the Queen, often observed these interactions with a sense of nostalgia. To Anne, Charlotte's relationship with the Queen was a poignant reminder of the cyclical nature of royal life. Just as Elizabeth had once learned from her predecessors, Charlotte was now learning from her. The Queen's influence on Charlotte extended beyond their personal bond. Through their interactions, Charlotte began to grasp the importance of resilience, duty, and adaptability, qualities that had defined Elizabeth's reign. These lessons have become an integral part of Charlotte's own approach to royal life, shaping her into a figure who is both grounded and forward-thinking. Princess Charlotte may have displayed incredible maturity and leadership qualities for her age, but the road ahead is anything but smooth. As the only daughter of Prince William and Kate Middleton, Charlotte stands at a crossroads, balancing the weight of royal expectations with the desires of a young girl simply trying to grow up. One of the most immediate challenges Princess Charlotte faces is navigating the public's growing fascination with her every move. While her cheeky waves and confident demeanor have endeared her to the world, the pressures are immense. Millions have placed Princess Charlotte under a microscope. Every gesture, outfit, and word is analyzed, often unfairly compared to those of her predecessors like Princess Diana or her peers, such as her older brother George. The pressure to uphold her family's image while forging her own identity is immense, and it's a challenge that only grows with time. However, the real test lies within the palace walls, where family tensions, particularly the rift between Prince William and Prince Harry, continue to loom large. This creates a complex environment for a young royal to navigate. Charlotte's ability to remain a neutral yet grounding presence will be crucial as she grows older and begins to understand the intricacies of these dynamics. Additionally, as the monarchy itself undergoes transformation under King Charles III, Charlotte must prepare for a future that is less certain than it once was. Questions about the relevance of the royal family in modern society and the shifting roles of its members mean that Charlotte will need to adapt quickly to a landscape that is constantly changing. Despite these challenges, Charlotte is not without her strengths. Her natural charisma, emotional intelligence, and the mentorship she receives from figures like Lady and have equipped her with tools to face whatever lies ahead. Anne's guidance, in particular, has instilled in Charlotte an understanding of how to balance tradition with modernity, an invaluable skill as she steps further into the public eye. Charlotte's path forward is undoubtedly filled with hurdles, but if her recent actions are any indication, she is more than capable of overcoming them. The world will be watching closely as this young princess continues her journey, but one thing is clear: Charlotte's story is only just beginning. As we step back and reflect on the remarkable journey of Princess Charlotte, one thing becomes evident. She is no ordinary royal. At just 9 years old, she has faced challenges that would daunt even the most seasoned members of her family. Yet with quiet resilience and bold determination, Charlotte has begun to carve out her unique role within the monarchy. From her heartfelt question about her father's beard to her symbolic bracelet, Charlotte has shown a rare ability to bring warmth and unity to a family often embroiled in tension. Her relationship with Lady and has been pivotal, offering her a steady compass to navigate the complexities of royal life while embracing her individuality. And then, of course, there is the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, a guiding shadow that Charlotte carries forward with every public appearance and private act of grace. The lessons imparted by the late Queen, combined with the modern mentorship of Anne, have positioned Charlotte as a beacon of hope for the monarchy's future. But what truly sets Charlotte apart is her authenticity. In a world where the royal family is often seen as detached or overly polished, Charlotte's candidness, empathy, and quiet strength remind us of the human side of royalty. She is not just a princess. She is a symbol of what the monarchy can become, a blend of tradition and modernity, resilience and relatability. So, what's next for this young royal? As Lady Anne herself has said, Charlotte's journey is only beginning. The challenges ahead are daunting, but if anyone is prepared to face them, it's this bold, charismatic young girl. The world will be watching, and we can only imagine the incredible chapters yet to be written in Charlotte's royal story. For now, one thing is certain. Princess Charlotte is a rising star in the House of Windsor, and her impact is already being felt far beyond the palace walls. The question is not whether she will rise to the occasion, but how brightly she will shine.